Welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you've been wanting to seriously level up your home media setup, you already know the right tools make all the difference. Today, we're relying on an incredibly detailed guide from Wireless Shack to completely unpack how the Jacktook Addon installation works. We're going to take what initially looks like a pretty intimidating 19-step process, and we're going to turn it into a clear, completely straightforward roadmap. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're breaking down this whole deployment procedure into 3 main implementation phases. We'll start with a quick overview, knock out our compliance and prerequisites, and then move sequentially right through source configuration, repository deployment, and finally, the actual add-on installation. All right, section 1. Let's start with the official overview of exactly what we're working with here.
Now, what's genuinely interesting about Jacktook is this heavy emphasis on advanced users. Wireshark makes it abundantly clear right out of the gate that this is definitely not your standard plug-and-play module. It requires just a bit more technical finesse to get up and running, which is honestly exactly why we're breaking the process down step by step for you today.
But man, the payoff for that advanced setup is absolutely huge. Once you successfully deploy it, your Kodi interface is going to populate with some incredibly robust options. We're talking dedicated sections for TV shows, movies, anime, live TV, cloud access, and even torrents. It literally transforms your standard media center into this comprehensive, heavy-hitting hub.
Moving on to Section 2, Compliance and Prerequisites. There are just a few crucial guidelines we need to hit before we actually start clicking around.
First off, it's vital we review this compliance notice from Wireless Shack. They explicitly state that Kodi should only ever be used with content you've bought and personally own, or content that resides safely in the public domain. They function strictly as a news and informational site and absolutely do not support or condone copyright infringement. So just a friendly reminder to always interface responsibly with your media. Okay, so here is the really crucial point. Out of the box, Jacktook actually remains completely dormant. It won't do a single thing until you configure it with an approved indexer or streaming method. It's built to integrate with services like Elementum, Real Debris, Strumio Add-ons, Easy News, and Jacksgram. That dependency on third-party integrations is the main reason it carries that Advanced Users Only tag.
Let's do a quick technical spec check here. We've got our target add-on and repo names, the essential repo URL, and critically, the compatibility requirement. Please, make sure your system is currently running Kodi version 21 Omega before we proceed any further. This whole guide is tailored specifically for that architecture, so you definitely want to be on the right version.
System requirements met? Perfect. Let's jump into Section 3, which kicks off Phase 1, Source Configuration.
All right, starting right from your main Kodi interface, you'll want to navigate up to the System Settings. That's the little gear icon. From there, head into the File Manager and click Add Source. By clicking right where it says None, you're essentially opening up a direct directory pathway. Since Kodi doesn't have a centralized app store, this is exactly how you point your system directly to a new developer's files. Next, a keyboard prompt will pop up asking for a URL. This is the exact address you need to input. Take your time here because Kodi's File Manager does not have a spell check. One single typo will completely derail the entire deployment process. So double-check that you've typed it out perfectly.
Got it typed in? Awesome. Hit OK. Right in the next box down, give this directory a name you're going to easily remember. Honestly, naming it repository.jacktook is perfect. Do one last mandatory visual check over the URL and the name, and if everything looks solid, hit OK to finalize Phase 1. You have now successfully pointed your system to the exact right place.
Which brings us to Section 4, Phase 2. Actually deploying that repository. For this, you'll want to navigate all the way back out to your root main menu. Head into Add-ons and open the package installer up in the top left so you can install from a zip file. Now, quick pro tip for step 11, you're probably going to see a warning pop up here. You need to click Yes, but remember, this only works if your system already allows for unknown sources in your Kodi settings. If that's toggled off, it's going to block the installation entirely.
Okay, assuming you've bypassed the security warning, a box will open up. From that list, select the directory we just named a minute ago, repository.jacktook. Inside that folder, click the zip file. And now, this is important, just hold your position. Wait for the repository to download in the background. Don't back out of the screen until you see a little pop-up at the top right visually confirming that the repository installed.
We are in the home stretch, folks. Section 5, Phase 3, the final add-on installation.
So stay right there in the package installer menu And this time, proceed to Install from Repository. Now we're going to drill down into the repository we just deployed by clicking on Jacktook Addon Repository. Inside that structure, just follow the path right into the Video Add-ons category.
And here we are, the final 2 steps of the whole process. In that Video Add-ons menu, you should now see our target software. Click Jacktook, that'll pull up the add-ons information page. Finally, go ahead and hit that Install button. Let the system run its course, and you, my friend, have officially conquered all 19 steps.